Prime Minister Peter O'Neill has told the UN Climate Change Conference in Paris, France, that time is running out for world leaders to develop workable solutions that will save the Pacific Island countries threatened by climate change. Mr. O'Neill emphasized that the Pacific Island communities have witnessed people dying and displaced due to the effects of climate change, something that they did not cause. And he urged the world leaders to ensure all parties must agree to solutions during this conference. Dr. Sawan reports.
The effects of climate change are real. We remind the global community, particularly the developed nations, that there is a moral obligation for all of us to act.
Prime Minister O'Neill said there are some Pacific Island countries that are facing extinction right now, all because of the effects of climate change. And PNG is no exception. Its people from the Carteret Islands in Bougainville were the first to be made refugees of climate change. They were forced to leave their homes due to rising sea levels.
Our country and our Pacific Island communities have already seen people being displaced, people dying because of climate change. Pacific Islands, who are now being threatened by climate change, are running out of time for the world leaders to develop workable solutions. These solutions must be agreed in Paris today.
Climate change effects are not only about rising sea levels.
Lives have been lost to extreme drought and frost, and also the most devastating tropical storms recorded in recent history strike each year.
Whilst stressing to the world leaders that this must be stopped, Prime Minister O'Neill said support must be given to the victims of climate change. And because the leaders attending this UN Climate Change Conference have the power to make a difference, he is urging them to do so now because time for talk is passing by.
And support must be given to the victims of climate change so that they can rebuild their lives. We in this room today have the power to do so. The time for talk is passing the world by. We must act now to save lives and protect communities. We must set targets and plans of action to reduce emissions.
He said it will not be good if a firm agreement is not reached during this Paris meeting. Mr. O'Neill said the Pacific Island countries are seeking a legally binding agreement.
These solutions must be agreed in Paris today. They must be obtainable, they must be meaningful, and they must be enforceable. Particularly when we know that there is a momentum, there is goodwill to reach a binding agreement. The countries of the Pacific are seeking a legally binding agreement that sets temperature ceilings of well below 1.5 degrees Celsius.
Dr. Sawan, NBC National News, Port Moresby.